Ash Ketchum has always had mixed Pokemon teams, covering many different types. In fact, Ash has actually had at least one of every single type. We've seen Pokemon trainers who specialise in one specific type of Pokemon 100 times in the past. For example, Lance is a Dragon type specialist, Misty is a Water type specialist, Bee is a Fighting type specialist, the list goes on. So what if Ash was a Pokemon champion, specialising in one specific type of Pokemon? In each video in this series, we'll be constructing Ash's ultimate team if he were a champion specialising in a specific type. We'll do this by choosing the most suitable Pokemon that Ash has caught in the past, and in some cases, Pokemon he bonded with in the past too, but didn't necessarily catch. And in this episode, to kick it off, we'll be investigating what if Ash was a Water type champion. Remember, these are just my opinions, and I'll be revealing the Pokemon in no particular order. Be sure to let me know the team that you'd give Ash in the comments below, and without further ado, let's hop straight into it. The first spot of Ash's ultimate water team goes to Ash's Buizel. Despite just being a plain water type, I think Buizel deserves a place on this team. Buizel has been shown to be a very capable battler and has a super competitive personality with huge amounts of determination to become stronger. These traits are critical to be on the team of a champion. Not only this, but Buizel has a pretty good moveset, including an ice type move that would help counter grass types and dragon types. Buizel also developed both the Ice Aqua Jet technique and the Counter Shield technique, which would both give Ash more freedom in his battles. And lastly, Buizel has the Swift Swim ability, which could raise his speed when it's raining, something that another Pokemon in this team could trigger for him. I personally wouldn't evolve Buizel into Floatzel because I believe much of his strength and speed comes from his small, streamlined shape. The second spot of Ash's ultimate team goes to Goodra. Listen, I know Goodra isn't a water type, and although I think it should be, it has other reasons to be on this team. Type specialists often have one or two Pokemon that don't fit their type, but can be used to help their other Pokemon out, and I think Goodra fits that perfectly. Ash's Goodra has the move Rain Dance. This is perfect for Ash's team, not only because it boosts the power of water type moves, but also because it could be used to activate and set up Buizel's Swift Swim ability. And Goodra's ability is Hydration, which can heal its status problems whenever it's raining, giving more use to the Rain Dance. Goodra also resists grass and electric type moves, which could be super helpful in a water type team. And let's be honest, Goodra should have been a dragon and water type anyway. The third slot of Ash's water type champion team goes to Crawdaunt. Yes, I want Ash to evolve his Corphish. Ash's Corphish was shown to be an incredibly strong battler, performing well in both the Hoenn League and the Battle Frontier. But sadly, it never got the chance to learn any new moves or the chance to evolve, despite its strength. I think Crawdaunt deserves a spot on this team, not only because of its fun personality and awesome power, but also because having a part Dark type Pokemon could really come in handy for dealing with different types of opponents. The fourth slot of this team goes to Dracovish. I don't think this one needs much explanation truly. Despite barely appearing in Journeys so far, Dracovish's strength is insane. It managed to take down Iris's Dragonite, an incredibly powerful Pokemon that we've seen dominate time and time again in just 2 moves. And it was Dracovish's very first battle. Not only this, but Dracovish also has the move Fishious Rend, and although we don't know its ability yet, it's very possible that Dracovish has the Strong Jaw ability, which can make Fishious Rend incredibly overpowered by boosting its strength. Dracovish is just strong, and that alone justifies its position on this team. The fifth spot of Ash's Water-type champion team will be given to Seismitoad. That means I'll be evolving Ash's Palpitoad. Believe it or not, Palpitoad only appeared in 9 episodes to date, which is the least of any of Ash's current Pokemon. So he really deserves the spotlight. The few times that we saw him battle, he did perform pretty well. He has great endurance, and he really shares a love for battling with Ash. Not only this, but Seismitoad can be used to counter electric types since he's immune to them. Although grass types could be an issue, he has Sludge Wave to help deal with them, and his supersonic attack is real helpful. And let's be honest, he's going to be a whole lot tankier in his evolved state, so I think that alone deserves a spot on the team. The sixth and final slot of Ash's ultimate water team goes to the one and only Water Frog number 2, Greninja. I mean, who could have seen that coming? We all know why Greninja is on this list. In his Ash-Greninja form, after activating the Bond phenomenon, he's undeniably Ash's strongest water-type Pokemon ever, so of course he's going to be on Ash's ultimate water team. The Bond phenomenon is something unique to Ash and Greninja, so Greninja being the ace of this team is perfect. I'm sure Greninja could join the team after he's done his duties with Squishy and Carlos. Greninja is such a strong battler, managing to defeat Sawyer's Sceptile and putting up an incredible fight against the most overpowered Pokemon in the anime's history, a Lance Charizard. The bond phenomenon grants Ash and Greninja extra strength, power, and special abilities too, like being able to see from each other's eyes, and generally just being more in sync than ever. Ash and Greninja make each other stronger, and we've only seen a fraction of their potential in the X and Y series. It would be criminal not to include Greninja as the ace of this team. So overall, if Ash was a Water-type champion, I believe his ultimate team would be Buizel, Goodra, Crawdaunt, Dracovish, Seismitoad, and Greninja. To test how strong this team is, I asked two of my friends, Gree and Albab, who play Pokemon competitively, to briefly evaluate the team, in terms of game logic. And this is what they said. Ash-Greninja would by far be the strongest member of this team, having a potential expansive move pool, very strong stats. For example, its special attack is even higher than Kyogre's, and a great typing, alongside the bond phenomenon. This great water and dark typing also applies to Crawdaunt, which could really strengthen the team. If Crawdaunt has the adaptability ability, then its water and dark type moves could possibly even surpass Ash-Greninja's moves. Dragovish's Fishious Rend, if matched with the strong Jaw ability, could absolutely demolish its opponents, and its dragon typing allows it to resist both grass and electric types too, which is critical on a water type team. Competitively speaking, Buizel is the worst member of the team because of its lack of defensive and offensive abilities. However, Swift Swim being set up by Goodra could definitely help strengthen him. Lastly, Seismitoad and Goodra are key members of the team due to their resistance to electric type moves and grass type moves too for Goodra. So hey, if Ash is up against a Morotom, he has a couple of options to send out. Overall, as expected, the team's biggest downside is its huge weakness to grass types, with 4 of the Pokemon being weak to them. I guess Ash is going to have to teach his Pokemon some more Ice-type moves to cover that. The team has a hyper-offensive nature, so does slightly lack defensive capabilities, so it's possible that Buizel will have to be sacked off quite often. But overall, their verdict was that it's a fun team, and relatively strong too, but as expected, the team isn't perfect against every matchup. So there we have it. I'm quite happy with the Water-type champion team that I constructed for Ash, but I'd love to know what team you'd construct for Ash. Let me know in the comments below. And also let me know what type you want me to cover next. Be sure to smash the thumbs up button and subscribe too if you enjoyed, and on that note, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.